Hi everybody, a little housekeeping before we get started. So this video is specifically for married men who have a great idea for a product and would like to know how to raise money to get your product or business launched or made without financial risk to you, your family, or your personal savings. And so if that's you, keep watching. If not, I'm going to pause for just a few seconds and let you drop off and go back to whatever you're doing before you found this page. Okay, well, thank you for staying, all of those who fit that category. And let me just say congratulations for taking the time to watch this video. All great journeys begin with the smallest of steps. And just taking a moment to sit here and watch this video and learn about how you can raise money without putting yourself or your family at financial risk moves you closer to your journey. So just take a deep breath and relax, and let me share a story with you about how you can raise money in today's environment. You see, it used to be that to raise money for a business or a product idea that you had, there were really only one of three things you could do. You go to a banker and you give them to give you money, which unless you're one of their fat cat friends or you're already making money, most of them were too risk averse to do. They didn't want to take the challenge or risk losing the money. You go to your friends and family to get the money, or you could put money take it out of your home or risk your assets. Definitely not wife and family approved. Family gets a little bit nervous when you're putting house and home at risk for some idea that you have. Or you get investors, and frankly, while that's helpful because it's someone else's money, they normally want so much control and so much of your profits before you have a product launched that there's just very little left over. And if you were in your 20s, maybe you could just pack it all up, go to California, eat ramen noodles off the floor of an apartment with you and four of your best, closest friends and start the next big mobile company. But likely, those days are probably already past for you. So, a simple question is, where does that leave you? A few years ago, I would have just said, screwed. And then something absolutely magical happened. Crowdfunding. Crowdsourcing. Specifically, crowdfunding is started with Kickstarter. Kickstarter was the first site, which simply said this: if something's a really good idea and lots of people are interested in it, a lot of people may put up a little bit of money to see that idea come to reality. And what this allows you to do is you get to launch a product or a business using crowdfunding without putting your family at risk or using your own money. And best of all, finding raving fans and your first customers and investors who will help you without risk and without you having to put all of your own personal assets on the line. And you can do all this sometimes as quickly as a week. You see, crowdfunding takes advantage of three big secrets in human behavior: a desire to be first, a desire to belong, and a desire to avoid risk. So let's say you've made the next greatest mousetrap. Well, people are excited by new things. They want to be part of that. Human beings were optimistic by nature, and so we want to take advantage and be the first to be a part of that. We love to belong. We want to be in the in crowd. We want to be the person who can say, yeah, I was there when. We want to participate in the excitement of those new opportunities and new businesses, especially in the United States, where we really sort of glamorize that journey of the business. But we also want to avoid risk. So I may hear a great idea, but I don't have $20 or $30 or $40 or $50,000 that I'd want to invest in that because that'd be a lot of money. But maybe I could put $50 towards it. And what crowdfunding lets you do is find those raving fans who will actually prepay either for your product by putting in a small amount of money, and it lets you get attention of investors who, instead of you just coming to them and saying, hey, I've got this great idea for a mousetrap, you can say, hey, I've got this great idea, and I've got all these raving fans who actually want to buy this from me, and they know it's not made. They're just starting pre-ordering, and then they get excited because they see a customer base. So they want to help you scale and let you have much more of the money as opposed to the other way, because now you're valuable. Right? You're a valuable commodity in their arenas. So that's the exciting part about crowdfunding. But you got to know how to set up a campaign correctly. And I have actually put together a free guide, my team and myself, that goes over exactly how you do that. We went through dozens of successful campaigns and books and opinions to distill it down to just the key important facts for setting up a crowdfunding campaign. So I guess my question to you is, would you like that guide? Now, since you're still watching, I'm going to go ahead and assume that that's a yes. But there's always a but, right? Here's the catch. You ready? I and other guys just like you need your help. You see, my company is going to we have a big plan for putting together a much larger, more intensive series on crowdfunding and training around that to show people how to effectively use crowdfunding. We're going to get experts in who've raised not just hundreds of thousands, but millions of dollars. In fact, there was one campaign just last month that not only oversubscribed and raised 4 times what they were expecting, but then had an investor give them $10 million because they were so excited about it. So we're going to get folks like that to actually share their experience with you. But to do that effectively, I need to know what's most important to you about understanding crowdfunding. So, on the next page, after you click the button to get the report, there's going to be a request. There's going to be 2 questions there. One of them is going to be, what would you be like to know about crowdfunding or raising money? And the second question is just, what have you tried to raise money to date? This will help us make sure that when we come up with the finalized product and training that we're going to offer back to guys just like you who are looking to raise money for their own products, that it's really spot on, that it's really helpful and bringing value to what you need to know. So that's it, right? No money is going to exchange hands, no, nothing like that. All I'd like is your willingness to share what you've done or what to raise money and what you're interested in terms of learning how to raise money. So go ahead and click that button, and I'll see you on the other side where we can help make your dream and product a reality with crowdfunding.